Last week, Braun Breaker had a very disappointing loss and a count-out victory for LA Knight after he challenged him to be his first challenger for that championship after LA Knight won it. Disrespectful. Knight, what the fuck was that? That was the most disrespectful shit that you could have pulled off. I asked you to be your first challenger and you get me counted out? You didn't even give me a fucking chance. That's a real spit in the fucking face. I thought our alliance meant something. But if you wanted to burn down bridge, I'll pour fucking napalm on that bitch. Knight, you fucked around. Now you're about to find out. LA Knight inadvertently made a huge enemy out of his own ally, and things are gonna blow up in his face. And here's with our opening match of the night. A special guest referee match tells me one thing. Ivy Niles defending her championship belt, and Chad motherfucking Gable is going to be the special guest referee once again. But in this case, things have been changed. Chad Gable, he's a special guest referee, but this is a falls count anywhere match, so he can't count them out. He can't disqualify them for whatever reason, taking power away from Chad Gable's refereeing decisions. So he can't screw the other person out of the match. He has to call it down the middle as much as he can with Ivy Nile and her opponent. And that opponent is Lash Legend, one member of the BEST. She's kind of, their fall girl. The pin eater, Lash Legend. She's trying to make a way for herself, but she loves those scrumptious 1, 2, 3 looking up at the lights. Let's see if she got what it takes to turn things around. Because Ivy Nile herself, yeah, she's getting help from Chad Gable as a special guest referee, but yet again, all the reps that she's been getting has been making her an incredibly tough wrestler to take down, even without Chad Gable there. All the experience that she's been getting has been putting her through the roof and making her hard to beat. And the Women's United States Championship belt is back where it belongs. In the women's division, yes, this thing has been defended, I believe, twice by Ivy, or maybe once, I can't remember. But still, the Women's United States Championship belt is back in the women's division, and that motherfucker Chad Gable was one of the holders. He held that championship belt. But he knew it was wrong, and he gave it back to the women's division. But he gave it to Ivy Nile because he knew that he was going to use Ivy Nile to do his bidding in the women's division. Hold that championship belt hostage. Because Ivy Nile is going to be tough to beat, even with Lash Legend's increased size to Ivy Nile. She still has Chad Gable to watch out for in the special guest referee match. Because Ivy Nile, she's got the whole deck stacked in her favor being the champion. She has the champion's advantage. She has a special guest referee who's actually counting very fair this match. I hate to give props to Chad Gable, that son of a bitch, but at least he's calling it fair right now. I don't know how long it's going to last, but here we go. He's stepping up to Lash. It looks like he's about to attack her. He was thinking about it. The Lash goes down, and Ivy, she's got the kendo again, and oh my god! Brutalizing Lash. Absolutely disgusting use of her powers here in this match. But Lash Legend, not getting booed, not getting cheered, not a whole lot of reaction here. But she's going to go for that pin, and will Chad Gable count it fair? He is. The top left says very inconsistent count, but that looked like that was as close to normal as possible. But look at that look. He's very attentive. 1, 2, and a kick out from Ivy. Again, I don't know what's gotten into Chad's head. Who's warned him? Who's given him who's told him to do his job better as a referee? But apparently he's being fair now. But that promo earlier, that opener of a promo from Braun Breaker, he had mentioned that LA Knight crossed the bridge that was so disrespectful, it was a spit in his face. And that, you know, if LA Knight wants to burn down bridges, Braun Breaker is willing to pour napalm on that bridge and light that bitch on fire too. Because he was not happy with the way that match went. He wanted to be the first challenger, he wanted to be a respectful bout, but instead LA Knight decided to win the match by countout in like 3 minutes, not giving him a single chance to win that belt. Smart from the champion, but it's a real dick move, and Braun Breaker not taking too lightly to it. He said, you know, LA Knight fucked around. He's about to find out, and we just might find out what Braun Breaker means by that. Because Braun, he's a dangerous man. The unpredictable badass is not one to fuck with. And neither is Ivy Nile, because she just made Lash Legend tap out. Lash could not handle Ivy Nile. Chad Gable didn't even need to cheat for her. Ivy Nile didn't even need to cheat in this match. She just put Lash Legend away as easy as she possibly could. I thought there was going to be a little bit more time. I thought I was going to be able to talk a little bit more about Ivy Nile. But she won off her own merit. She won off her own grit. And she's still the Women's United States Champion. And the fans, they are booing her out of the building. They are not happy with this win. But I don't think they would have been happy either way with Lash Legend being out there. And if she had won, I don't think there would have been a different reaction at all. They're booing. Here's our gracious general manager who's been having issues with Trick Williams so far. Because Trick Williams, he sent out the first shot at MVP because of his business dealings, and of course, I've been talking to this young man. Unlike Trick Williams, he has a bright future, and he's willing to pay the fees to get in the good graces of the Hurt Business. All you gotta do is grease our palms, and we'll take care of the little issues you have. This man understands that. Unlike some other ungrateful, business illiterate idiots, Trick, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. You want to stir the pot and have problems with me? Well, I have no issue resolving that problem. Because tonight, the Hurt Business is going to take care of business with you. Personally. The collapse of the Fifth Syndicate is evident right there, and I think we're going to see the clash of these two clans tonight.
No. That's not fair. The stealing the belt, the dropping me on my head, I could have broke my neck. I could have lost my career. That Lyra is an unsafe worker, VIP. You know what you need to do. Fire Liability Lyra and fire that thieving poofball too. They ruined my whole week, no, month. This is unacceptable. Ugh!
Oh, hold on a second. This is what Braun Breaker meant. He is immediately going after the champion. The champion has fighting him. He's not allowing that attack to happen on his accord. Because Braun Breaker's getting the shit beaten out of him by LA Knight. The retaliation by LA Knight has been swift so far. Because Braun Breaker, again, like I had mentioned earlier, he lost his title match to a countout. A disrespectful countout. LA Knight made sure that he stayed outside and lost that match. Making sure that Braun Breaker stayed down for as long as possible and then swiftly ran back into the ring to get the countout win. Like, that is a very disrespectful way to win a championship. And you see, just as you see, Braun Breaker trying to break a chair on LA Knight, taking out that aggression on him. Because if I'm honest, I'm on Braun's side here. They were supposed to be buddies here. They were supposed to be an alliance. They're supposed to be allies. And that's not how you treat an ally. Because Braun Breaker's rightfully pissed at the situation that he was put in with LA Knight. You know, he couldn't have been honorable. God damn. A guitar shot. He could have been an honorable friend and actually have a match with Braun Breaker, but instead, now this is what it is. The bridge has been burned, and he's still disrespecting Braun. They're fighting it out back here. No one to stop them. And LA Knight, I would have expected better out of this champion. But he's looking to put Braun Breaker through a table. This is not looking good for Braun at all. Jesus Christ. Trick motherfucking Williams. He's had his issues with MVP. He's been having his issues with the other members of the Fist. Because he just can't seem to get on the same page as them. He's trying to figure shit out right now. Oh, but you've been a real hard man to get a hold of. I'm starting to question your loyalty, bro. I would have had your back if I didn't get caught up. You know this, Oba. You really got me feeling like I gotta do this all on my own. I thought we was family, and family, they don't turn their back on each other. You feel me? The thing, Trick. The thing is, I don't believe you. We planned for you to interfere in my match, and you followed me behind the curtain and watched me walk down that ramp, and yet I did not see you. You did not show. I don't want excuses. There were no other masked men. They were all attacking me. Where were you? In catering? While I was going at war alone? In my absence, you lost us our merger with the Syndicate. Now we are without belts, no power, and you turned our closest allies against us. You are my brother, but you are making it very, very hard to work with. Come on, Oba. Don't play me like that. I thought we was brothers. A lot of hard feelings between the two of these brothers, man. Things have... there's that motherfucking bald son of a bitch. That misogynistic, racist asshole sack of shit. The previous women's United States champion. I'll never forget what he's done. Chad, I don't forgive, and I don't forget. And I didn't forget you walking away with my Women's United States Championship belt and handing off to that hand-pint jabroni, Ivy Nile. Next week, I challenge you to a no-holds-barred match to reclaim what's mine. And if you no-show, I'm gonna dig down Ivy Nile on live television. Hey, you keep Ivy's name out of your fucking mouth, you bald sack of shit. You've gone too far. You need to keep Ivy out of your mouth. And I need to keep Ivy far, far away from you. You are the biggest lowlife in all of WWE, and it's about time I shut you the fuck up. If you want a title match, you got yourself a title match next week. Yeah, I'll take that shit. Oh wait, hold on. Holy shit. It is getting to a fever pitch right now. Ricochet just attacked the champion, and right now they're going at it. I did not expect anything to go off like this, but apparently Ricochet's got hurt feelings and he wants what's his. He wants a championship back and he wants to take it off of Chad Gable, and he said some really reprehensible things to Chad right there. Like, how are you gonna say that you're gonna fuck his girl on TV? Like, that's some crazy shit right there. Ricochet, he has absolutely no fucking morals, and he's just proven it here tonight. It's Chad Gable coming out here to defend his own honor and really, you know, defend Ivy Nile, because what the hell was that? Chad Gable, he's just been laying out there. He must have like broke his fucking neck or something, because Ricochet just took him out. And again, Ricochet, he controls the pace here. Apparently, that vendetta he has against Chad Gable is so fucking strong that he's been able to whoop the dog shit out of Chad so far. And these two, this is like watching two of the biggest sacks of shit beat the hell out of each other. And this is what the fans came here to see. Two assholes get their ass whooped on live television. Because I'm definitely not trying to sit here and watch Ivy Nile get fucked by Ricochet. I'm glad that Chad Gable said yes to this challenge so that we can see the two of them go at it for the United States Championship belt, which should be the Intercontinental Championship belt, seeing as how Chad Gable came out and changed the belt on us, wanting it to be more American. But these two power-hungry son of a bitches have finally met head-to-head with each other, and they got a fucking blood feud with each other. Because apparently, something that I didn't realize, that these two, they're just so much alike that they butt heads so heavily. Ricochet and Chad Gable, two of the most reprehensible sacks of shit on Smackdown, and they finally have had enough of each other. Who is going to walk away with the championship belt? I don't know, because both of them have so much hate in their veins, so much hate flowing through their blood, that they don't give up, that they don't just give in. Ricochet said that he did not forgive and he did not forget what Chad Gable did to him. Chad Gable practically squashed him in that Women's United States Championship match. And it's proven right here. And without further ado, we have the main event. Obafemi and Trick Williams needing to put their differences aside right now and join together as the Fist, as they were brothers this whole time, to face off against the Hurt Business. And honestly, they have been dominant over this whole year together, and it shouldn't be a difficult time to beat the Hurt Business. They should have it in the bag because they were both world champions. They just need to keep it together against the Hurt Business and not allow the Hurt Business to further separate the Fist. Hey, hold on there. Trick wanted to start the match and Oba telling him to get the hell out the way. He wants to start up against Bobby. It'd be a better matchup, but taking down Bobby. And now he wants he just wanted to prove that he could take down Bobby Lashley, and he got Trick back into the match to get his ass whooped by Bobby Lashley. Was this all part of the plan, Oba? You know, you guys are supposed to be brothers. You guys need to, you know, get shit together. I know you guys haven't been seeing eye to eye recently, but the Fists, I hate to say it, they're stronger together. And usually I'd be booing the shit out them, but right now, the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business. Those are some dirty businessmen. They don't give a shit about the merger that they had. They let that shit fall to the wayside because they wanted to make more money. And they saw a bigger money opportunity in the future without the Fist in mind. And right now we have these two dominant teams in the merger finally separated. And Bobby Lashley's getting picked apart by the Fist because they just have so much time together. They got so much experience together, and the Fist dismantling Bobby Lashley. But, I mean, did you see that shit? I still can't believe my eyes. And this could be a count out here if Shelton Benjamin doesn't come into the ring. Hurt Business wouldn't have had any problems here. They probably would have went on with their business, not having been paid by the Fist. Turning away from the merger, and then going business as usual. But Trick Williams, he decided to stir the pot against MVP. He wanted to call MVP out, and now MVP's retaliating, using his power to use the Hurt Business to soften up these two. But it looks like the Fist, even though they got their problems, they're still hard at work. They still got that teamwork chemistry, because they've been able to pick apart the Hurt Business so far. And it's really easy to do so when you're as big as Oba Femi. When you're as dominant as Oba Femi. He is the most dominant person in the WWE, bar none. Seth might think so, but oh my god, a trick shot. And here we go, hold on, oh shit. Trick just hit Oba, and Bobby Lashley is brawling with Trick. Was that intentional? There was no way. Oh shit, Oba just took down Trick. And now Shelton's got Oba on the outside, and Bobby, the Hurt Business, they have all the momentum in the world right now. As Oba is down, Trick somehow able to get up, and he goes for the pin. A whole lot of miscommunication here. I thought things were good, but they're just getting in each other's way. These two, they need to get on the same page, because the Hurt Business does not have that problem. Oba needs to get off his high horse. Trick needs to grow the fuck up and be a man, because if they don't, the Hurt Business is absolutely going to dismantle the two of them, no matter how talented they are. And look at that. Trick Williams, I think he just threw another cheap shot at Oba. Because that didn't look like that was aimed at Bobby Lashley. But I could just be speculating here. I hate to say I'm speculating, but it's not looking good between them. And Oba Femi just tossing a grown-ass man like that. And he wants Trick to finish off Bobby Lashley. And Shelton gets the hot tag. Looking to go for a springboard, but not working out this time around. Bobby Lashley's in the way. I think that Trick was trying to go for a scissors kick there. But Shelton, he really wants to go to that top rope. And look at that. The power slam off a Trick to reverse that. Even with all the lack of chemistry going on at the moment, he's not letting that affect him. But now he's stepping foot with Bobby Lashley. And Bobby, he just wants to get him back into his corner. Back into enemy territory. He's looking hurt. He's looking tired. And he's going to need a whole lot of Shelton's help here to take down the young Trick Williams. Because it is a battle of young versus old here. I believe Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, they're like 50. And you got the two 20-year-olds and Trick and Oba. But the Hurt Business has an insane amount of experience between them. They've got time with each other. They got 6 years with each other in the WWE, not counting TNA, and that did not work out. Look at that, an FU from Trick Williams, how fitting, because I think he wants to set up, he was looking to set up for a trick shot. I know he was, and now he turns his eyes to Shelton Benjamin, because this truly is Trick Williams' fight here against the Hurt Business. Obafemi, he has his issues with Trick not handling shit on his own, but he still wants to be there for his brother. He still wants to be there supporting him, making sure that he doesn't do this alone. Because that is Trick's biggest problem. Trick does not want to go at this alone. Because what's the point of the brotherhood? What's the point of the fists without the numbers? What is a fist without the fingers? And I think this is going to end in a count out again with a dominator. This is usual. This is usual for Smackdown. Every single main event ends in a count out. Every single one of them. God, I'm out here complaining like this is some horse shit, man. Every single one. This is like been over a month where every single main event ends in a fucking count out.